Have you ever thought about the power of sight? What you see, what is shown to you, and what you watch. Have you ever thought about that? In the book of Genesis chapter 3 verse number 6, the Bible says this. It says, when the woman saw that the tree was good for food and that it was a delight to the eyes and that it was to be desired. When the woman saw the fruit, she saw that the tree was good for food, or the fruit was good for food. How did she get to know that it was good for food? She saw. And it was delightful to the eyes. The power in sight, or the power of sight, is so great such that it can quicken desires. It can inspire activities. It can inspire movements in the system of a man, in the nature of a man. And so what we see and what is shown to us and what we give attention to, that is what we watch, is very, very important. And we must be careful what we watch. For what we see, we may have limited control over. But for what we watch, which is what we give attention, what we give our focus to, we can do something about it. Because, think about it. Why do you think that today the devil is bombarding us on TV, everywhere you go, bombarding people with, images that can corrupt, images that has got the power to inspire immorality and corruption in the nature of man? It is because the devil knows the power of sight. The power of sight. Why do you think that the Bible says in 1 John chapter 3 verse 2 that when we shall see him, we shall be like him? What you see, you are able to be like what you see, or you may be like what you see, and you are going to be eventually like what you keep seeing or keep watching. The power of sight. So, parents of today, you keep your children on TV 24/7. Maybe you think that gives you some time, to do your things, but you are not aware of what they are watching on TV. And what they keep watching, what they keep seeing, what keeps, registering in their minds and in their nature will begin to form, create, and mold certain inspirations in them. Their mindset will be captured and will be framed by what they see. Even, to the adults, to ask the adult, what we keep seeing register in our minds. And most of the times, if not for the grace of God, we may end up getting, drawn by the force of what we are seeing to go after those things we see. When you keep, seeing or watching immorality is likely to be captured in your nature. And when you keep seeing what is right in the sight of God, it is also very likely and very possible that nature of God, of goodness, will be formed in your nature. Be careful what you give your sight to. Be careful what you give your focus to, because the power of sight is so intense and is so great. God bless us.